Hey guys, Scott and Amy again, and we are glad to see you again, but we want to share with you the top 3 reasons why you need a professional in today's digital age.
Absolutely. So I know that any of you that have even considered looking for a house or even selling your house, what's the first thing you did? You went online. You wanted to see what is out there for inventory that's available if you're buying, or just even compare your house to what has been selling out there.
Right. And we all hear this, well, my friend sold at this much, and I saw this one online that is this much, and all that is great information. And that's the thing about today's digital age. You have more information at your fingertips than ever before. But let me say a quote that my coach said to me. Just because you have Zillow doesn't make you a realtor, and just because you have WebMD does not make you a doctor.
That's exactly
Think
right.
about that. That is so true. There's so much information that you need a professional to help you sift through that information. Some of it you don't even realize is not even the truth.
Absolutely. That's what I was just about to say. With all of the information that's out there, sometimes people don't realize what they really need and what's actually truthful. We know that some of the top sites out there are posting incorrect information.
Yep.
And so we are here to make sure that you are making judgment calls on true factual information.
Absolutely. The biggest thing that we have found is that we've got a list, and we can show you, it's about 230 items that you need, and this is kind of number 2. You need a skilled negotiator. You need somebody that can help you through the start to the finish with the negotiation skills and the know how the process works. And here's what I mean by this. You get under contract, let's say imagine you do for sale by owner, and you go see a house on the side of the road, you go to that homeowner, you write a contract, and then you sit there and kind of go, oh, what's next?
Right.
Like, who do we use?
So then what happens, you know what? Most of these people actually call a real estate agent.
Yeah.
And then want us to dig them out of trouble.
Right.
And it's honestly, unfortunately, it's too late at that point, because once they've gone under contract, we legally cannot give advice.
Can't represent them.
And there's nothing that we can do.
No.
And so don't let yourself get caught up in that. You need somebody to protect you, whether you're on the buy side or the listing side.
Yeah. And the biggest one that we see is that second step, right? Getting under contract, to me, that's the easiest thing you can do. The second one is second step out of the 4 steps that's the hardest is the inspection process. Because any buyer is going to want to inspect the house and make sure they're getting a decent house, right? But then you come up with the inspector has 47 things wrong with your house, and now you're sitting there going, what do I do with this? How do I ask for it? How do I negotiate it? And I think that's one of the biggest things a good realtor can help you through is the inspection process.
Absolutely. The thing is that it makes us so unique is that we have our finger on the pulse of the local actual market. So we can advise you on what repairs that you should be asking for versus the ones that you shouldn't. Because if you're in a hot seller's market, you are not going to run the seller through the ringer asking for a bazillion petty repairs because you're going to lose the deal. They're going to say next and move on to the next backup offer, because believe me, they have one.
Absolutely. And that's just one of the 230 things we do, right? The third thing though, and this kind of goes down the same note of negotiations, is that just going into that offer. And I'll give you an example. We have investors that will often come to us and say, I see that it's listed for $100,000 and I think we should offer 80. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah. And you know what happens is not only do they not get it, but it's a big fat absolutely not. And even they will, the listing agent or the seller will look for any other offer to take other than yours, because you've just made them mad.
Well, and the second part that happens too is it only takes 2 or 3 offers. And then you start getting a reputation as a buyer and an agent that you don't know what's going on in the market. Right? So you're not even like being sensible. They won't even look at your offers from there on out.
Right.
And you're basically shooting yourself in the foot, right? And you've got to have an agent that kind of knows the pulse. Once again, the pulse of the market is such an important term that Amy said, if you don't know what's going on in the market and then you just start throwing things in the dart, throwing darts at the wall and hoping they stick, you're just going to poke somebody in the eye is what's going to happen. And that's just a fact.
And at the end of the day, you're going to walk away and still not have either a property to buy or a property to sell.
Right. And what's the goal when you're trying to buy a house? Is it always to get the best deal? Sometimes it's just to get the house.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Sometimes the best deal is actually getting the house.
Right. Especially if there's 7 other offers.
Right. There are no bargains in today's market. That just does not happen. We have been in an extreme seller's market for so long. Bargains do not exist. So if that's what you're looking for, you need to wait for the next recession. Right. They do not exist. Sometimes the best option is actually getting in the house, and we want to help you do that the best way that you can.
Absolutely. So that's just 3 of the many 230 reasons, obviously, why you need an agent in today's digital world. We are happy to help you. We've got a team of 8 sitting here waiting for you to call us and tell us we need to buy, sell, invest, whatever it is you need to do. We're here to help you, so give us a call. We will look forward to speaking with you.